So I've had this idea for a while now to make YouTube videos, and I thought it would be a good idea to make videos about video games, of course. And I wanted to possibly make videos about some of the stuff I have in my video game collection. So I wanted to make this video today talking about this package that I just got in the mail. I already opened it just to make sure everything was okay before I, did anything with it. I bought this from a website called J4U, which is, I want to say it's like an eBay-based website where they sell a lot of Japanese video games and a lot of stuff from Japan of that nature. They're really good quality. Their prices are really good. You can see what you are looking at before you buy it, like exactly what you're getting, not just like a stock photo. And they arrive on time very quickly. This arrived a lot earlier than I thought it was going to anyway. But that aside, let's take a look at what I have in this box. There's kind of gonna be a theme to this out of most of the stuff that I bought, but just to get this one out of the way because it doesn't really fit with the other ones. This right here. Let me just, this one is called Mario's Picross. This is really fun. I really like Picross games. They go by a lot of different names, but I've been playing this for a while, and I thought it would be a good idea to get a physical copy of it. It's for the Super Famicom, the Japanese equivalent to the Super Nintendo. If you want to play this, you can actually play this right now if you have a Switch and the online service, because this is one of the games that is on the Super Nintendo online service. It's one of the Japanese games on there that is released in English. You don't really need to know Japanese to play it, which is why they put it on there. But so if you wanted to try this out, you can try it right now if you have a Switch in the online. So I thought this would be a cool idea to get. And for the rest of the stuff, the main theme all around of these items is Animal Crossing. And it would be a good idea to discuss a little bit of the history of Animal Crossing, because I have all the Animal Crossing games that were released in North America, but Animal Crossing, of course, has a little bit more history in Japan, if you know. If you don't know, Animal Crossing was released in America on the GameCube, but first it was released in Japan on the Nintendo 64 as Dobutsu no Mori, or Animal Forest. And that's kind of a little reason too why Animal Crossing looks a little simpler on the GameCube, because it was a Nintendo 64 game. And this is pretty close to the GameCube version, but they just dialed it back a bit, of course, to fit on the hardware. But this is a copy of Dobutsu no Mori for the N64. It's even got a spot to write your name and everything. I like it a lot. It's a really good quality. So afterwards, after that game came out, they wanted to update it for the GameCube and added some improvements to it, where they released a little game called Dobutsu no Mori Plus, which is a lot more similar to the Animal Crossing you may know. This is the Japanese cover. It's got a little thing where you can connect your Game Boy Advance and go to the island. You can do in the one in America. So this was released in Japan after the N64 one. And after that, they improved the game a little bit more, again, where it was released in America as Animal Crossing. And this is the Animal Crossing everyone knows and loves. And not only that, but they released it again in Japan with the improvements that were made for the English one, because they added some stuff in the English version that wasn't in Dobutsu no Mori Plus, and they re-released it again as Dobutsu no Mori E Plus. The E standing for the e-reader accessory for the Game Boy Advance, because you can connect your Game Boy Advance to this game, like I said before, and you can connect your e-reader to that, and they come with special cards that you can read off of there. As you can see right here, there is a functionality of the e-reader which was really cool, where you could scan the cards and play NES games on them, which you can do in the English version that was released if you have an e-reader, which not a lot of people I know have an e-reader. I don't have one. I plan on getting one, but I don't have one. But one of the things that made this purchase so cool was the fact that this particular copy that I bought, it caught my eye when I was looking, because I was looking to buy this game anyway. And one of these copies caught my eye, because this one, other box, my bad. This one, which I don't know why this came with this one, because this is not E+, this is just Plus. This actually came with some e-reader cards. Some of the Japanese e-reader cards. We got Bob. I don't actually know a lot of these names, to be honest with you. I know this one's O'Hare. Of course, we got Bob. That's what the back of the card looks like. And this little strip here is what you would scan in your e-reader. And I'm actually not entirely sure what these ones do. I think they serve a similar purpose to the Animal Crossing amiibo cards that have been released for New Leaf and New Horizons, where I believe you can get these villagers. These would only work, these particular ones, because they're the Japanese version, would only work on Dobutsu no Mori Plus. Which, it kind of looks to me like you could use these on the regular Plus, which I guess that makes sense. But this was just a really neat find, to find these e-reader cards in that package, so I thought that was really nice. And there was one other game that I got, which is not Animal Crossing themed, which was Legend of the Quiz Tournaments of Champions, which is a trivia game. You can use the GameCube microphone for it, but it was a Japanese puzzle game, or trivia game, which, to be honest, I kind of just got this from watching a Scott the Waz video, and it looked pretty cool, so I thought I would get it. I just happened to be scrolling and I saw it, so I thought this would be a cool thing to get. One thing that's kind of cool, I guess, too, to show off is that these cases that these Japanese... Cool, well, I dropped it. These Japanese GameCube games come in smaller casings than the regular GameCube games, or the ones released in America. They come in smaller cases. They're kind of like, I don't know, the closest thing that you may have seen to a non-Japanese GameCube game is if you have the Game Boy player. The startup disc comes in a similar box. And they also come with these really cool sleeves, which is kind of cool, not gonna lie. But that's all I really have to show off for today. So if you enjoyed, I guess let me know, and I can try to make more of these videos. I'm glad I could show you some of the new additions to my collection and talk a little bit about the history of Animal Crossing. So if you didn't know before, now you know. So I will see you next time then, I suppose.